Ales Pakistan. I believe you're gateway to Pakistan as well up here. Sian was very serious with me. She said that I mustn't upset her, be rude about her. So I won't. I mean, she told me to look smart, and she told everybody that she's southern posh. But earlier today, well, yesterday I think it was, Mike and Chris were talking about this. And Chris is my wife. And she said, she said to Mike that as far as you was concerned, northern posh was a cloth cap, a whippet, and a ferret. And she actually said compo for the last of the summer wine. See, Mike actually missed the trick here. He should have turned around and gave the definition of southern posh. And we all know what southern posh is: all fur coat and no knickers. That's Dorian from Birds of Feather. Okay. All wedding speeches start off with, every father knows that one day his daughter will find a great man, fly the nest and get married. Every father also wishes his daughter the best of luck in finding the right man, one that will make her happy beyond belief. But it would be stupid for me to say this, as Sian, at her time of life, is desperate. I don't mean that really. Sian and Mike appear to be totally suited. He's a man and she's a woman. Although this isn't totally necessary today. This could be two women, or a mixture. Anyway, this time it looked as though she struck it right with Mike. Before I met Mike, I was told he was younger than Sian. Looking at me currently. He played in a band, and immediately when they said played in a band, I thought boy band. The trouble is, Gary Barlow, he's not. He's more Ken Barlow. Something for you all to remember: always be nice to your children as they choose your nursing home. Ladies, remember, us men have two emotions, hungry and horny. If you see your man without an erection, make him a sandwich. A bit of advice for you, Mike, for an old married man. I met a man who'd been married for 66 years. So, what's the secret to such a long marriage? I said to him. Well, the man makes all the big decisions, and the woman just makes the little ones. So I said to him, does this actually work? And he said, yes, it works really well. In 66 years, I've never had to make one big decision. So always remember that. The woman makes the decisions, and you just agree. It's strange how, when you've nothing to do, your mind wanders. A lot of things flash through your mind, like, I want to die peacefully in my sleep, just like my grandfather, not yelling and screaming like the passengers on the bus. If 4 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea, does that mean that one enjoys it? Don't try sniffing coke, because the ice cubes get stuck in your nose. If you go to a seafood disco, does this mean you can pull a muscle? Seriously, on these occasions you have to say nice things about the bride. So I asked Morgan for him to comment. He said, she's a great mum, because today she's fed me, and I don't have to go and get my own food. As a teenager, Sian was outgoing and at times a big pain. Some might say nothing has changed, but that would be wrong, as since she met Mike, she has matured into a businesswoman. They set up their own company, which appears to be successful, and she is really looking forward to the time when she has to pay 1% income tax. Her selling ability is second to none, and like a fine wine, she's got better with age. In a strange way, I've become to like her. Even if her Father's Day card was late. I wasn't that rude. From a young age, she was very clever and needed little education, as she appeared to know more than the teachers. This was borne out by the minimal time she actually spent in school as against the time she spent with her friends. Still, with hindsight, it was the best for her. Anyway, who likes an educated, clever woman? Since then, she's picked up many skills, which I have no intention of talking about today. She's had a few fellas in her time, but Chris actually likes this one, which is very unusual. Is it true that men who have pierced ears are better prepared for marriage, but have experienced pain and brought jewellery? An invisible man marries an invisible woman. The kids were nothing to look at either. Normally it would fall to me to give Sian away, but in this case, I would have been happy to pay him Primark vouchers. Although luckily that wasn't required. I would like to make this clear that this is not an arranged marriage. And Mike didn't have a shotgun put to his head. Well, not by me anyway. I actually love being married. It's great to find that one special person you want to annoy for the rest of your life. My wife and I were happy for 25 years, then we met. I was married by a judge. I should have asked for a jury. When I first met her now husband Mike, I instantly knew he had a sense of humour. I think he either first met Sian at a grab a granny night, or was it at the Derby and Joan afternoon where his band were the big stars? We're getting to the end now. Clearly the marriage is going to last, because they've already had more than 24 hours of wedding bliss. And they're still talking. Although it's very strange to me that they keep saying, I'm going out for a fag. Because when I was at public school, it meant something totally different. Anyway, every man needs a wife, because sometimes things go wrong that you can't blame on the government. My mother dressed to kill. She cooked the same way. And that's true. She never saw the irony in calling me a son of a bitch. This is my mother. Your mother was bad, but my mother was worse. I saw 6 men kicking and punching the mother-in-law. My neighbour said, aren't you going to help? I said, no, 6 should be enough. Always remember it in marriage, never go to bed mad. Stay up and fight. Is it fair to say there'd be less litter in Britain if blind people were given pointed sticks? You know, it's easy to distract fat people. It's a piece of cake. France made it illegal to wear veils at work. I feel very sorry for beekeepers. Anyway, I'd like to say a couple of thank yous. yous. Firstly to Sian and her husband Mike for the free meal. Secondly to the rest of you for having no major punch-ups, but then the nicest still young. And finally, I heard two women talking. The first one said, "Has your man been circumcised?" The second one replied, "No, he's still a complete dick."